just wasn't blessed with them, but, I made it to this lovely interview, nevertheless, years later, in spite of the fact that I had no curves.
At that time, though, was there anything you especially wanted to change? Did you want to look any different?
Oh, yes. I mean, always as a child and then and even now, except now I sort of relax, I sort of accepted myself the way I am.
Ever wondered how the legendary actresses of old Hollywood have aged over the decades? These iconic women captivated audiences with their beauty, talent, and grace, becoming symbols of glamour in the 1930s and 1940s. But how do they look today in 2025? Which of these stars aged gracefully, and which ones didn't fare as well? In this video, we're taking a deep dive into the transformations of some of Hollywood's most beloved actresses, from the timeless Elizabeth Taylor and Audrey Hepburn to Marilyn Monroe and Bette Davis. We'll compare their appearances from their golden years to today, revealing how the pressures of fame, personal choices, and the passing years have affected them. Stay tuned as we show you who's managed to maintain their beauty and elegance and who faced the harsh realities of aging in the public eye. You won't want to miss this eye-opening look at old Hollywood stars, and by the end, you'll see who truly aged the best and who didn't. Watch until the end for all the surprising details and transformations you won't want to miss. The Golden Age of Hollywood and its icons. The Golden Age of Hollywood, stretching from the 1930s to the 1950s, remains a defining era in the world of cinema. It was a time when glamorous film stars captured the hearts of audiences worldwide, setting the standard for beauty, elegance, and poise that continues to shape the entertainment industry today. During this period, Hollywood became not just the home of movies, but the birthplace of icons, particularly women who were seen as the epitome of perfection. These actresses, with their charm, wit, and stunning appearances, defined an era and became timeless symbols of the silver screen. While their roles in front of the camera made them household names, it was the media's portrayal of them as flawless figures that cemented their place in history. These actresses became more than just stars. They became symbols of glamour and grace, and for many, the very face of Hollywood itself. However, beneath the sparkling surface of their beauty and fame, many of these stars faced intense personal and professional pressures, including the constant scrutiny of their aging process. In this script, we will explore the lives of some of old Hollywood's most iconic actresses, how they have aged, and who has aged the best and worst as of 2025. Elizabeth Taylor, beauty that defied time. Elizabeth Taylor was one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses, known for both her extraordinary beauty and her powerful performances. Born in 1932, Taylor's career began when she was a child, and she quickly rose to fame with films like National Velvet, 1944, and A Place in the Sun, 1951. However, it wasn't just her acting that made her famous. It was her unmistakable violet eyes and stunning beauty that made her an international symbol of glamour. Taylor's beauty became one of her most recognized features, but her later years saw her evolve into an icon who embraced aging with dignity. Despite enduring personal struggles, including tumultuous marriages and health issues, Elizabeth continued to champion causes such as HIV/AIDS awareness, which showcased her commitment to making a difference long after her film career had slowed down. In the 1990s, Taylor became heavily involved in charity work, even using her celebrity status to raise millions for AIDS research. Her legacy, therefore, wasn't just tied to her beauty on screen, but to the impact she made in her personal life. Although Taylor did experience the physical toll of aging, especially as her health declined in her later years, she managed to maintain a sense of grace. She faced her challenges with resilience, and even in her final years, she exuded the same magnetism that made her a global star. Taylor's beauty may have changed over time, but she remained a true testament to the power of elegance and the importance of using one's influence for good. Audrey Hepburn, the quintessential timeless beauty. Audrey Hepburn is the epitome of timeless beauty. She entered the Hollywood scene in the early 1950s, quickly making a name for herself with roles in Roman Holiday, 1953, which won her an Academy Award, and Sabrina, 1954. Hepburn's soft features, delicate frame, and graceful demeanor earned her the title of one of Hollywood's greatest actresses. Her charm was unmatched, and her elegance transcended the screen, creating a lasting legacy in both film and fashion. As Hepburn aged, she gracefully embraced a life of service. She worked as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador in her later years, focusing on humanitarian work and bringing attention to the plight of children in need. Hepburn's aging process was marked by her continued commitment to helping others and living a life full of purpose. Unlike many actresses of her time, Hepburn avoided drastic cosmetic procedures and instead opted to let her natural beauty shine through. Even as she grew older, her elegance never waned. Hepburn's enduring beauty, coupled with her legacy of kindness and charity, has kept her as a beloved figure, not just in Hollywood, but in the world. Marilyn Monroe, the tragic icon who left a mark. Marilyn Monroe's name is synonymous with beauty, glamour, and tragedy. Known for her platinum blonde hair, sultry voice, and playful persona, Monroe became one of the most famous sex symbols in history. Her career began in the 1950s, and she quickly became the darling of Hollywood, starring in films like Some Like It Hot, 1959, and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, 1953. Monroe captivated audiences not just with her stunning looks, but with her vulnerability, something that resonated deeply with her fans. However, behind Monroe's iconic image was a troubled soul. Despite her fame, she struggled with mental health issues, body image concerns, and personal turmoil, which took a toll on her image. The constant pressures of being the quintessential blonde bombshell in a world that demanded perfection affected her health, both mentally and physically. Tragically, Monroe's life was cut short when she passed away in 1962 at the age of 36, leaving a lasting legacy as an icon of beauty and vulnerability. Grace Kelly, the princess who bridged Hollywood and royalty. Grace Kelly's transition from Hollywood star to Princess of Monaco was one of the most extraordinary stories in cinema history. Kelly became a star in the 1950s with roles in films such as High Noon, 1952, and Rear Window, 1954. But it was her marriage to Prince Rainier III of Monaco in 1956 that changed the course of her life. After becoming a princess, Kelly left her film career behind, focusing instead on her duties as the consort of the prince and raising a family. As a princess, Kelly's beauty and elegance continued to captivate the public, but she also faced the pressures of living under the intense scrutiny that came with royal life. Unlike many other Hollywood stars, Kelly's public appearances were rare after her marriage, but she maintained an image of grace and poise that became synonymous with royalty. As she aged, Kelly embraced her role as a mother and royal figure, embodying the kind of dignified aging that many of her peers were unable to achieve. Tragically, her life was cut short when she died in a car accident in 1982, but her legacy as an actress and princess lives on. Her timeless beauty and elegant demeanor continue to influence modern-day fashion and Hollywood beauty standards. Bette Davis, the actress who never conformed to Hollywood's norm. Bette Davis was one of Hollywood's most formidable actresses. She was known for her ability to play complex, often controversial characters, and was famous for her bold approach to her craft. Davis was a star in the 1930s and 1940s, starring in films such as Jezebel, 1938, and All About Eve, 1950. However, Davis's career was marked by her resistance to conform to Hollywood's beauty standards. She was never the typical glamorous leading lady, with her sharp features and expressive eyes, which made her stand out from her peers. As Davis aged, she defied the traditional narrative of Hollywood actresses fading into obscurity after reaching a certain age. Instead, Davis embraced aging and continued to play bold, dramatic roles well into her later years. Unlike many of her contemporaries, she didn't seek to hide the signs of aging, but rather used them to her advantage, playing more mature, complex roles. Davis's ability to embrace aging in such a public way helped redefine the concept of beauty in Hollywood, and proved that strength, rather than physical beauty, could be an enduring form of elegance. Joan Crawford. Beauty, struggles, and longevity. Joan Crawford, one of Hollywood's most glamorous stars, rose to fame in the 1920s and 1930s, starring in films like Mildred Pierce, 1945, and Possessed, 1947. Known for her striking beauty and strong-willed characters, Crawford's career spanned several decades, but it wasn't without challenges. Hollywood's obsession with youth led to Crawford's struggles with aging, and like many stars of her era, she resorted to cosmetic procedures to maintain her youthful appearance. However, as she grew older, Crawford found herself facing increasing pressure to stay relevant in the industry. Her later years were marked by personal challenges and a more public struggle with aging, but she continued to work, taking on roles in television and film, including her iconic role in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, 1962. Crawford's career was full of ups and downs, but her ability to remain in the spotlight through her forthright attitude toward aging made her a lasting presence in Hollywood. Even as her appearance changed, her fierceness and determination never did. Sophia Loren, aging like fine wine. Sophia Loren broke barriers as one of Italy's most beloved actresses. Known for her sultry beauty and impressive acting talent, Loren became an international sensation in the 1950s and 1960s with films like Two Women, 1960, and Marriage Italian Style, 1964. Her combination of natural beauty and acting prowess made her a symbol of Italian elegance, and she quickly became one of Hollywood's leading ladies. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Loren has embraced aging with grace, remaining active in the entertainment industry well into her later years. She has consistently maintained her glamorous image, using her natural aging process to redefine beauty in her later years. Loren's career, which includes her acting, fashion, and even work as a director, is a testament to how aging can be embraced with confidence. She remains a cultural icon, continuing to inspire younger generations with her ageless beauty and remarkable career. Kim Novak, the dark side of the spotlight. Kim Novak, one of Hollywood's most intriguing and talented actresses, rose to fame in the 1950s with her captivating role in Vertigo, 1958, where her beauty and talent became synonymous with the film's haunting atmosphere. Novak's striking features, platinum blonde hair, and deep blue eyes made her one of the most memorable stars of the time, but her relationship with Hollywood and aging was complicated. As she became a symbol of mystery and allure, the industry's growing obsession with youth and beauty led her down a challenging path. Rita Hayworth, the tragic tale of beauty and illness. Rita Hayworth, often hailed as one of the ultimate pin-up girls of the 1940s, became an icon for her dazzling beauty, red hair, and captivating presence on screen. Films like Gilda, 1946, and CoverGirl, 1944, showcased her glamour, and she quickly became a symbol of femininity and allure. But behind Hayworth's stunning appearance was a life marked by personal struggles. As she entered her 40s, Hayworth faced the harsh realities of aging in Hollywood, where youth and beauty were prized above all else. As Hayworth grew older, she began to battle early-onset Alzheimer's disease, a struggle that became public knowledge in the 1980s. The impact of this illness on Hayworth's appearance and career was devastating, as it led to a shift in the public's perception of the once goddess-like beauty. Hayworth's family and those close to her worked hard to shield her from the media's intrusive gaze as her health declined. Despite the emotional and physical toll of Alzheimer's, Hayworth's legacy as a beauty icon and one of Hollywood's greatest stars endures. Her career and struggles have contributed to a broader understanding of how aging and illness can affect the lives of those in the public eye. Shirley MacLaine, defying Hollywood's beauty standards. Shirley MacLaine defied the traditional beauty norms of Hollywood, making her mark with a career that blended charm, wit, and unconventional beauty. MacLaine entered Hollywood in the 1950s and quickly established herself as one of the most unique stars of her generation, known for her performances in The Apartment, 1960, and Terms of Endearment, 1983. MacLaine's talent and charisma, combined with her ability to embrace her own style, set her apart from other actresses of her time. MacLaine has always been vocal about her views on aging, rejecting the Hollywood obsession with youth, and instead embracing the natural process of getting older. Throughout her career, MacLaine has remained relevant by taking on roles that align with her views, often portraying characters that challenge conventional notions of beauty and age. Her continued work, both on screen and as an author, has inspired countless individuals to embrace their own aging process with dignity and confidence. MacLaine's unapologetic attitude toward aging has paved the way for a more inclusive view of beauty, showing that true beauty comes from within and is not dictated by age or physical appearance. Zsa Zsa Gabor, the grande dame of glamour. Zsa Zsa Gabor, known for her stunning beauty, sharp wit, and glamorous lifestyle, became one of Hollywood's most infamous and beloved socialites. Born in Hungary, Gabor made her way to Hollywood in the late 1940s and quickly captured the public's attention with her roles in films like Moulin Rouge, 1952, and The Story of Three Loves, 1953. However, it wasn't just her acting that made Gabor a household name. It was her reputation for living a life of luxury, her multiple marriages, and her larger-than-life persona. Throughout her career, Zsa Zsa Gabor maintained a carefully crafted image of sophistication and glamour, which she continued to uphold as she aged. In her later years, Gabor embraced cosmetic procedures and surgeries to maintain her youthful appearance, something that was not uncommon in Hollywood. Even as she aged, Gabor continued to be a fixture in the media, often attending social events and maintaining her public image. Despite her health struggles in her later years, Gabor's sense of glamour and her commitment to remaining in the public eye allowed her to stay relevant in Hollywood. Gabor's ability to age gracefully in the public spotlight, while staying true to her glamorous image, has solidified her legacy as a star who transcended both time and aging. The pressure of staying beautiful. Behind the curtain. The pressure to maintain beauty in Hollywood is no secret, and actresses from old Hollywood were not immune to the intense scrutiny they faced. As the industry grew, so did the expectations placed on actresses to uphold an image of perfection. The media, eager to sell glamour and escapism, often portrayed actresses as eternal icons, untouched by time. In a world where youth was the most prized asset, actresses were often pushed to extremes to keep their youthful appearance, resorting to cosmetic surgery, weight loss regimens, and harsh beauty treatments to remain in the public eye. The consequences of these pressures were profound. Many actresses, like Kim Novak and Joan Crawford, faced backlash for undergoing plastic surgery, with their altered appearances often leading to strained relationships with their fans and the press. The obsession with youth and beauty in Hollywood caused many actresses to experience a loss of identity, as they were often reduced to their appearance rather than their talents. These beauty standards, while a defining part of Hollywood's history, ultimately reinforced unrealistic expectations that continue to impact modern actresses. The modern impact of Hollywood glamour on today's celebrities. While old Hollywood stars were largely defined by their timeless beauty and the immense pressures of staying youthful, today's celebrities are challenging the traditional standards of beauty. Actresses like Jennifer Lopez, Nicole Kidman, and Charlize Theron have shown that aging gracefully is not only possible, but can be empowering. These women continue to thrive in their careers, often embracing roles that reflect their maturity and experience rather than attempting to preserve their youth. The influence of old Hollywood is still seen in today's celebrity culture, but there is now a shift toward embracing more natural beauty and body positivity. Modern stars are no longer trying to fit the mold of the perfect Hollywood actress. Instead, they are focusing on their talents, health, and personal well-being. This shift is not just happening on screen, but also in the way these women are portrayed in the media, with a growing emphasis on their real lives, their struggles, and their journeys. Lessons in agelessness from old Hollywood. The iconic actresses of old Hollywood continue to inspire both the entertainment industry and fans alike. While many of these stars face the pressures of aging in an unforgiving public eye, their legacies endure far beyond their physical appearance. The way these actresses aged and the challenges they faced offer valuable lessons about resilience, self-worth, and the evolving standards of beauty. From Elizabeth Taylor's dedication to charity to Sophia Loren's confident embrace of aging, these women prove that true beauty isn't defined by the passage of time, but by the strength, grace, and authenticity with which one ages. As we celebrate their timeless contributions to film and society, we also acknowledge the ways in which the beauty industry has changed. Today, actresses are embracing their natural beauty, rejecting the age-old pressures of perfection, and redefining what it means to age gracefully. The legacy of old Hollywood lives on, not just in their films, but in the ongoing dialogue about beauty, aging, and the power of confidence. The lessons learned from these legendary women of old Hollywood continue to resonate today, teaching us that beauty is not just about youthful looks, but about the strength, wisdom, and grace that come with growing older. Their enduring legacies remind us that the most important thing is not how we look, but how we live, and how we embrace the passage of time with dignity and confidence.